Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about Form 8917. This is basically a form for tuition and fees deduction. So let's just discuss about this form. Who are eligible to claim this deduction of 8917? Let's discuss about it first. You may be able to take the deduction if you or your spouse or a dependent you claim on your tax return was a student enrolled at or attending an eligible education institution. The deduction is based on the amount of qualified education expenses you paid for the student in the current year for academic period beginning in the current year or beginning in the first 3 months of the following year. Generally, in order to claim the deduction for education expenses for a dependent, you must have paid the expenses in the current year and must claim the student as a dependent in the current year tax return. But you can't claim this deduction if you are married filing separately or MFS, or your modified aggregate gross income is more than 80,000 for single and 1,60,000 for the joint return. Also, you can't claim this deduction with the tuition and fees deduction for any student if you or anyone else claim an American Opportunity Credit or Lifetime Learning Credit for Form 8863 in the current year for the expense of the student for whom the qualified education expenses of the student were paid. Now, let's discuss about what expenses comes under qualified education expenses. So basically, qualified education expenses includes tuition and fees for enrolled at the eligible education institution, required fees. Required fees like amount paid for books, supplies, and equipment used. It also includes non-academic fees such as student activity fees, athletic fees, or expenses not related to academic course of institution. It does not include personal expenses, medical expenses, transportation, insurance, room and board, other similar personal things for living purpose. Now let's talk about the eligible educational institution. So basically, eligible educational institution includes public, non-profit, proprietary college, university, vocational school, or other post-secondary institution. Also, the institution must be eligible to participate a student aid program administered by Department of Education. Virtually all accelerated post-secondary institution must meet this definition. It also includes institutions outside USA that are eligible to participate for a student aid program administered by Department of Education. So guys, always remember one thing, that this deduction means that Form 8917, this tuition and fees deduction is extended for this year, means for 2018, 2019 and 2020. So qualified education and fees for this purpose. Please don't claim the deduction paid after 2020 unless credit extended again. So let's have a look in all the line in details. You can see line number 1 mentioning about the student's name, student social security number, adjusted qualified expenses. So for this we need 1098T. See, this is 1098T. So basically you can see filer's name, street address, city or town, state or province, country, zip or foreign postal code or telephone number, payments received for qualified tuition and related expenses, filer's employer identification number, student name, student address. So this needs to be filled out. So basically, let me show you schedule 1. You can see in part 2 adjustment of income, line number 21, tuition and fees deduction, attached form 8917. So when you fill this form 8917, if it qualifies for any particular amount of deduction, let's say if the total amount comes to, say, if the total amount comes to 6,000 and if it is qualified for, after the calculation part is done, like 4,000, so this 4,000 should flow to schedule 1, line 21. Here this should come to 4,000, and this 4,000, if there is no other adjustment, only the 4,000 is there, so this 4,000 should come to come to form 1040, no, adjustment to income from schedule line 22. Let's have a look again. So total should come to $4,000. This should come to 4,000. So guys, I believe you have understood what I have told you. Let's just recapitulate quickly what we have discussed. So basically 8917 is tuition and fees deduction. So when you and your spouse or a dependent claim on your tax return and was a student enrolled at or attending an eligible educational institution, the deduction is based on the amount of qualified education expenses that you paid for the student in the current year for the academic period beginning in the current year or beginning in the first 3 months of the following year. So guys, one more thing I would like to have a look, like what we generally do in Drake. Just have a quickly look in Drake. So here we are typing 1099T and go to here. See, this is already filled and you can have a look at how to fill this form in Drake. See, you have to select the taxpayer or spouse whom the 109080 relates to, the student's SSN, first name, say last name, total educational qualified educational expenses including the cost of tuition, required enrollment fees, the books, supplies and equipment that were required to be paid directly to the educational institution. See what I have already told you, this is the same. Total amount is 5738, and also you need to mention about all the detail about the educational institution like the EIN, name of the institution, address, and you have to tick here tuition and fees deduction. And also you can tick if the student received form 109080 from this institution for 2020. If yes, then click yes, or no, if then tick no. So after putting that amount 5738, you can see the form 8917 has generated, and also this is the name, student's name, SSN, adjusted qualified expenses, and this qualified for $4,000 after doing the calculation part. Now this 4,000 will come to schedule 1, just like what I told you, student at deduction fee 8917, $4,000. Now also in 1040, see 10A from schedule 1 line 22, 4,000. So this is how it works. So guys, I believe you have understood what we discussed for form 8917. Hope you enjoyed and liked this video. Goodbye.